I'm Matt.
Hey there, I'm Bianca.
And we are from Everybody Swing, and this is exciting. We actually are talking to Tom and Coral. We are at Jamaica right now. We're at Hedonism. And Tom and Coral, so Coral, as you can see by her banner there, she is Miss SOP. SOP, and what is SOP?
Swinger Open Poly Lifestyle.
Swinger Open Poly Lifestyle. And you got, and Swinger Open Poly Lifestyle is in Vancouver, Canada?
Yes.
Right, okay. So, yeah, well, we're in Seattle, so they're just our neighbors to the north. I know there's a lot of overlap between the Seattle folk and the Vancouver folk that kind of go back and forth as far as vacations and spending the weekend and that type of thing. So how long have you guys been in Lifestyle?
A majority of our...
Yeah, we've been together 20 years, probably realistically 17 or 18 years.
17 or 18 years, okay, all right. And so did you meet in Lifestyle, or you just...
No. We were set up on a blind date.
Okay.
Whose idea was it to jump into Lifestyle?
I believe you brought it.
Probably me, because I like girls, and I was like, if we get married, I'm not going to stop having sex with women, so we should have this discussion.
and you were like,
this
okay.
Relationship conversation.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you just kind of jumped right on in there, or did you have second thoughts about that because you hadn't dealt with that before, or?
We snuck in awkwardly and slowly.
We started with a couple friends of hers on occasion. It wasn't like we didn't declare that we're going into Lifestyle. It was kind of like experimenting and playing around with that.
But that got difficult because they were gay females.
Right.
And so even in alternative communities, as it turns out, they're like, you can be a gay female, but you can't be a bisexual female, and you can't be married and have sex with gay females. So it was rough. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting because we do hear that a bit. That oftentimes the gay community will have an issue with a bisexual person because they're not gay. But straight people don't, I mean, at least in the Pacific Northwest, don't particularly care too much about that anymore.
Yeah, right.
And it's perfectly acceptable to be bisexual. Do you still run into that, or is that?
We don't hang out.
In female gay bars.
Yeah.
If you don't get bar, meaning as much as I'd like to.
Yeah. And I don't think it's about being gay or not gay or male or female. I think it's about no matter what your sexuality is, people are raised to have certain relationship values, and whether you're heterosexual or homosexual, you cling on to those values, and even if your relationship's not considered normal by other people, it's normal to you.
Yeah.
So then when you change the values of what a relationship's supposed to be like, that freaks people out.
Sure. And that's probably a lot of the basis of a group called SOP. I mean, the fact that you deal with not just the swinger community, but also people that are just generically open, whatever that means, because there's 1,000 definitions of what that means.
Exactly.
And the poly community, which is very, very big in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, we know a lot of people. We've dealt with it ourselves. So
a lot of overlap.
There's a lot of overlap in it, and it's great that there is an organization like yours that is just so open to all of the above, whatever that might mean, which is great. But that's also something that we definitely see in the Canadian side of things too, that there's a lot less hang up with sexuality that we still get in the United States, even though they're 100 and some odd miles north of us, that there is actually a pretty big difference, which is great. But now you guys don't actually live in Canada, though. You guys are actually from Washington?
From Washington.
Okay, but you're representing the Canadians this time. Okay. So how are you doing? You think you're doing a good job?
Yeah,
I think she's doing great.
I totally think I'm winning. If all the other Sydney girls didn't say that, they were lying.
Perfect. Good answer.
And if I'm not winning, I'm having fun. So.
And that,
yeah.
The attitude we
A lot
came
of
with
people,
was, we'll just go there and have fun.
because this is a fun
and we
week.
had no idea what to expect. We've never been here before.
Sure. And this is the first year that SOP was here as a contestant, which is exciting.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because this is our third year here, although they've been doing it for 16, something like that. And it gets better every year, and the girls this year are super, like every one of them is fantastic. And they have this competitive but super friendly atmosphere. They're all getting along.
They're not making it easy on the judges.
No. Which is a good thing. That you all have to kind of work for.
I had to do some things that I don't want to talk about. It's a tight race.
It was tight. And now it's a little looser. Yeah, that's good.
Things not even acceptable for this program.
Okay, so in your lifestyle journey, have you run into any problems together as a relationship because of something that might have happened?
We've had our ups and downs. We've pushed boundaries on both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
The rule is if there's something we've not done before or encountered before, and one person asks if we're at a party, can I do this? It's kind of like the answer's no, and when one of us says no, there's no argument, there's no question, it's no. Then finish your party, you go home, talk about it the next day.
And that was a learning experience.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
that's a learning. Yeah, and we learned that as well by like going, oh, I'm gonna go do this thing, and it's like, oh, we don't do that thing, right? And it's like I didn't know, and then it was the
So
fight,
did
but-
that take a while to come to that decision, or was this something pretty early on in your
No,
journey?
this was like in the last 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've kind of waxed and waned through the whole.
We're
Mm.
social swingers a lot.
Okay, so what does that mean?
We don't have a lot of sex, so it's just a kind of issue. I mean, it is. In the last few years, we've been having actually sexually engaging with more people, and I'm like, oh, there's all this stuff that you have to navigate through that wasn't an issue for the last 15 years because we were like, oh, we've known you for 5 years, let's have sex now.
Right.
And I don't know, just age and experience, and people are getting sexier or something. I want to have sex with everybody now. So even though we've been in the lifestyle for a very long time, it honestly kind of fumbling the way through what you're comfortable with and what you allow, and jealousy and getting over stuff is really, for us, transpired in the last few years.
And those things can change as well. You might
Yeah.
something that you're comfortable with today, tomorrow could be a totally different story.
Right, and that's why we say that if either of us say no, it's just no questions. Then you can talk about it the next day or whatever, and the next time we talk about it, I'm like, okay, I've thought about that, I'm totally fine with it. Let's do that, or no, I'm not ready for that.
But here's what I was thinking at the time.
Now, with this rule, has there ever been a situation where it's a good rule? I like that rule, but I have to think that there would be situations where this is a once in a lifetime chance tonight. You know, the supermodel just appeared at the club tonight, and and she's like, I really want to have sex with Tom, and you're like, our rule is no sex with supermodels or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a no. I mean, would there be any chance to hash it out in that situation, or is it just sorry, that is what we do, period?
I'm sure I'd probably crack a couple teeth clenching
No,
my jaw, but I would say no.
Like in that situation,
That's the rule.
if I was at the party, he could come to me and ask and say, hey, I know you don't like supermodels, but there's a supermodel over there, and I'm really attracted to her, and I might be like, yeah, I don't care. I'm like, hello, I'm flirting with this boy, leave me alone. Right? It just...
That might not have been a best example, but I was trying to give you something.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, that, whatever the situation is, this situation is a supermodel. Fabulous. I mean, I'm like kind of cute, like whatever, you know, this supermodel. But, you know, and then in that situation, if the answer were no, then that means at the party in that situation, the answer is no.
Okay.
So it's not like, oh, we have a rule and we're not allowed to approach each other about it if a situation comes up.
Okay.
It's just if a
So you could
situation
go-
comes up and one of us asks and the answer is no, that's the end of it.
But you
until
could
we're
go
out
find
of
a
the
quiet
situation.
corner and have a quick discussion and still, and you could change your mind and say, you know what, okay, fine. Or is it when you say no, you don't even go to a corner and have a
Conversation's
discussion?
over.
Say no.
It's done.
Okay.
Because we've kind of done
I
that
think that's a good
before,
thing.
and then if you're drinking or
Especially if you're
there's stuff
drinking.
involved, or
Absolutely.
even in a sexually charged environment,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh yeah, let's do this, and normally we wouldn't. It's easier to do something the next time or to miss an opportunity than to regret something.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Have it alter
And
your
we've learned that by
relationship or.
experience. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
relationship's that
This
much
is
more
still number
important than
one. Yeah.
whatever X is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the supermodels.
Yeah. As rough as that may be.
One thing that our viewers actually like quite a bit is if you have any, do you have any like weird stories or a funny thing that might have happened to you in the lifestyle? Sorry, that was kind of on the spot there.
Yeah.
I should have said that before we started recording.
Well, my concern is what I think is weird or funny. Other people might be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That might very well be true.
I'm sure if any of our stories are appropriate for that. How about if I think about it, and if it works out, we can add, I'll come back to you.
Okay. All right.
And then
Okay.
a midget in a kilt walked by.
Nice.
That one story this one night.
Okay. So SOP. Now they're up in Canada or in Vancouver, and they also do a lot of takeovers too. They do the Whistler takeover.
Yes.
Yes. Have you been to that yet?
Everyone
8
except
times,
for
yeah,
one.
Except for the first one.
Tell us about that,
That's
because
where my badge is from.
that's an event that we hear about either the day beforehand or the day afterward, when we're like, some good friends of ours are like, oh, we went to Whistler, it was amazing, and we're like, oh, we forget it every single time because we're really bad about paying attention to so many things that happen, especially the local events like that. It's a 3-hour drive to Whistler.
Right.
We have no excuse at all.
So learn from us. Put it on your calendar
But
now.
as early as you possibly can by
Calling it
going to their
real.
website.
Every
November and
every
May.
And the good thing about the May one is it's always during my birthday, so
Oh.
Oh, okay. So
you can come have a birthday party with me.
everybody
Nice.
could wish you a happy birthday in their own way. So tell us about that event. Like, what is the Whistler event?
It's awesome. We take over a whole entire hotel, and some floors are just for guests to sleep on and stuff. And,
Okay.
one floor has sex rooms and party rooms and a dungeon room and a store with toys and clothes, and the rowdy people get to have their hotel rooms on that floor.
So they actually choose. You're the rowdy section or the quiet section? Is that?
Yeah.
Or
Smart.
sign.
They had to do that after the first year. All of us showed up and our neighbors were not very happy, and we were, yeah, so.
No, that's actually very.
That's probably a funny story, because she came out and she was like not very happy with us, and she was yelling, "You people don't take sex seriously." And I was like, "Have you ever had sex? It's
Sex is
disgusting.
not fun."
It's gross. There's stuff everywhere. It makes the worst noises." I'm like, "Sex is not serious." The next year, we all had our own floor. Like, so all the slut garden people, you go on the floor where all the crazy stuff happens. So we're segregated.
Okay.
now.
Oh, so is there a big slut garden group that goes to that?
There used to be a lot more, yeah.
Okay, because they're a big Burning Man group.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because we just our videos, they're watched by people all over the place, but the Seattle folk are really interested in a lot of the Pacific Northwest types of events. So they have like the dress ups every night, like
Dress ups every night. They have an off-site, one of the clubs in Whistler off-site brings us in a couple hours early, and big dance party, and then they do dance parties, cocktail parties every evening.
Mhm.
Downstairs, the pool is extra heated and open 24 hours, a little hot tub. They have a lot of good, I don't know if you call them sessions.
like
So,
teaching-
like round tables,
Sure,
seminars.
lobbies, like
Nice,
chats and seminars that you
nice.
can sign up for.
Mhm.
We all went to a had to try to dance sexy for your band class, which was fun. And there's pole dancing class, but there's also sensual touch class and relationship communication classes. Cool stuff. And then a lot of round table chats. But my favorite is that on the coffee table in the lobby, there's beads, and you can just go down there anytime and hang out and eat all the snacks and make beaded bracelets and necklaces.
Fun.
That's very
It's a good
Pacific
way to
Northwest. Okay.
Everybody has to walk in and out of there, right? So if you station yourself there, you can
Yeah.
meet everybody.
That's
Just
right.
make friendship
Yeah.
bracelets for everyone.
Yeah.
You're my
Yeah.
friend. You're my
Perfect.
friend.
And the staff's, they're accustomed to us. They take all the breakables out of their room and set it up for us.
Also a
Everybody's
good
always
idea.
nice. Yeah, it's great. You can come and go as you want. And some of us plan fancy dinners together at some of the off-site restaurants.
Sure.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, so now is it only takeovers or is there a club as well?
Only takeovers. Yeah.
And
They just got back
trips
from
and that type of thing.
Panama,
Okay.
and they're doing Europe. for
Oh,
3
I
weeks
heard about
next
the
year.
Europe trip.
Right,
I heard about the Europe trip. We have some friends going on that, and we're like,
Amazing.
oh, we're kind of
Costa
jealous.
Rica last
Yeah.
year, so really good takeovers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They go awesome places.
Sure. Okay, and so it's SO. What's the website? SOP.
swingeropenpoly.com.
Swingeropenpoly.com. Okay, perfect. And I'll
They just
go like that. It'll be right there
they
on the
couldn't
screen.
get all of that on the sash, so.
Perfect. All right. Well, we really appreciate you guys just kind of telling us about what you've done, and really, we're rooting for you because this is you've done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
A lot of the girls are very shy, very quiet, but so many of the things we're like.
I don't know
Your
what those words
dancing
mean.
is like you're up on the pool and you just radiate this beautiful energy and
Thank you.
you're just dancing. I love it. I
No,
love watching you.
energy is actually a really good word because I met you once for like 30 seconds, and then the next time I met you, I just happened to be walking down the hallway, and like you go, I know you, and came up and jumped on me and hugged me, and I'm like, I like your hug. You are a good hugger.
He was like, Coral came up and she hugged me. She really hugs, really good. I like her hugs.
Hugs are important. Good hugs are even better. So you could
You
work
get
on
back from the world what you put out.
Exactly. So
Right.
you're doing it right, Coral.
Yes.
And if you ever see her in the hallway, make sure you get into the
Yeah,
fighting
bend your
stance,
knees.
bend your knees, and stay in low center of gravity.
Also important. But yes, if you ever see her at an event, ask her for a hug. She'll give you an amazing hug. Amazing hug. The best. And Tom, you were fantastic dressed as a woman today in the
lovely.
event there, because there is an event that on the final day before right when the votings happen, where all the husbands, the Mitches, the man bitches, get to dress like a woman and do a dance, and yours was sensual and sexual.
Thank you so much.
I love how he says gets to and not has to.
Right?
They're all like, we have to do what? No, you get to know what it's like to be in the pageant now.
Yes. Perfect. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so make sure you do go to everybodyswing.com. Check out all the cool stories and things and all that's coming up that we know about. And
I've seen them. They're good.
and follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is.
Everybody swing 1.
That's right.
Everybody swing and the number 1.
Oh, she's getting good at that. It's only
We got
taken
it.
5 years, 7 years, something like that. Perfect. All right. Anything else you guys want to say?
No, thank
All right. Well,
you.
thank you so much for being here, and thanks for
thank
sharing
you.
all this kind of stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully we'll see you in Whistler.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right.